Hi.
Hello, Space Latinos.
Again?
Welcome to episode 3.
One for each of the 3. Okay.
Space Latinos every time.
Every time. Listen, you all are kind of in a bit of a conundrum because right off the bat, we are starting the second that we ended last session, which means you just watched your friend Franz cast a spell that you had never heard of before and pop the ears of 2 bad wizards that may or may not be Death Eaters. You're not quite sure, but they were also attacking Briar, who's off yonder, who saw the whole thing, and everyone saw Franz cast this spell that nobody heard of, and saw the results of the and they all collapsed. Here's your choice. Do you stay on scene, or do you flee?
I'm staying on scene.
I'll stay on scene, but I have to ask. I thought we were going to do, like, stuff we got from that battle.
Oh, yeah, we are. But this is the immediate thing.
The immediate
because
thing.
if you were to flee, then you obviously wouldn't loot anything.
Yeah.
Right? So if you were to stay, then you'd be all like, dude, a body, poke it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Wanted to be clear. I'm scared.
I definitely want to say, but I also like how you threw in the term bad wizards, because you don't know if, in the context, if you meant, like, they were evil wizards, or if they were just really, like...
Terrible,
like, bad at what they do. Unskilled wizards. Or both. Who knows?
Their worst spell was mucus ad nauseum, yeah.
Yeah.
Squibbly.
Squibbly, bibbly, libbly, slibbly.
Well, I'm going to turn to Franz and go... Oh.
He will turn to you and say, are you all right?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm bleeding.
You're bleeding?
I'm bleeding. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Put your wand down. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I've got a little, HP.
He seems hesitant to put his wand down because he then looks over at the other people who are on the ground. They're not moving. He's like, oh, all right. And he puts it downward, but not away. Sarah looks horrified.
I'm going to call out to Briar.
He's gone.
Oh.
Of course he is.
Did he flee?
I need to call out to Briar immediately. Oh, I'm so
He's like
irritated.
he's like a fennec fox. He's always gone.
He's like,
oh, you're so cute. Oh, Carbuncle, come on.
I wish I could do that thing with my throat and be all like, oh, like I'm talking through a speaker.
That spell is called Sonorous.
Oh well.
How cute is that Pokemon Fennekin, though?
Dude, so cute.
I wish it had stayed that way. Not that those other forms were cool, but...
That's kind of how I feel.
So cute!
It's kind of how I feel about my kids. Why couldn't you just stay that way?
Well,
Anyway.
Ooh, are we
They
going
are
to get
super
experience
cute, though.
for the last session,
They
or
have
is it
not
going
yet
to be
stopped
given
being
at like
cute.
the end of the Hogsmeade time or something?
I will let you know
Okay.
at the moment that is meant to be given to you. What do you do,
like that.
though?
Well, I'm definitely, like, after realizing that Briar's gone, turn to Franz and make sure that he's okay.
He is still hurting and bleeding.
I don't have enough MP to cure him.
Okay.
So I am going to...
I have an HP potion. Am I allowed to give it to him?
You can. You were showing interest in looting the bodies, which I honestly find it hilarious if you are just like, watch your friends destroy the eardrums of these people. You're just like, whoa, what do you got on you?
Well, that's not my character. That's me as a player.
That's Jenny.
Who is still scarred by whoever was DMing and didn't let us loot when everyone had forgotten to ask about it.
You know, that's...
That really could have been any of us.
So,
you, me,
I am
Jeff.
instead
I have
giant and annoying
Trevor.
bitch about
I have
it
pulled that
until-
on every single player in
Um,
one of my campaigns at some point. I promise
But no,
you.
unless someone's got doxy eggs or like something exciting, my character's not going to give a shit about that.
You can't tell yet.
Okay.
Is Sarah freaking out, like, vocally or, like, internally?
Like she's looking at the bodies, looking at the three of you, looking at like all around you, and you're realizing she's looking at your guys' bodies. You're cut up.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are definitely hurting from the door exploding, and she's sidling towards the forest, like sidling away towards the center of Hogsmeade. Not like she's afraid of you guys, but like she shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So she's more so thinking of fleeing
Oh.
based on her body language.
Well, damn. I was going to comfort her, but now I don't know if I just want to let her go.
I'm going to go ahead and...
But I can get Franz my HP potion.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Periculum in the sky.
along with hers. Yes.
Yeah. Because I'm actually kind of irritated at this point that like no one's come.
Yes.
And I'm going to insist. I'm going to call out to Sarah like, hey, we really need to stay here, and we need as many witnesses as possible.
Jenny, last chance.
What? For what?
Any action?
Yeah.
Beyond giving the potion.
No, that's good. Yeah, I guess she's too far away for me to let go.
Can you stay here while me and Franz go inside and I get him bandaged up?
Sure, yeah.
You guys are interrupted by two men apparating right next to you. They're hulking figures, very attractive, and very quite thick maroon robed, and you can tell they are Aurors from the Ministry of Magic. And they look around, wands drawn, look very important, and they find the bodies that are just like, whoa, Merlin's beard. They turn around and see students and go, why did you attack innocent people? You monsters! Are you Slytherins?
I was in self-defense.
I believe you, maybe. Tell me the whole story.
I
And
tell
the
them
other
the whole
Auror
story.
goes over to the bodies to see if they're alive. You tell the whole story?
Yes.
While you tell the whole story, the Auror's like, I'm not sure that makes sense. Because why would grown men attack a Hogwarts student that apparently isn't here
because
anymore?
Because it's the rule, man!
But then, Aberforth, having finished inside...
Oh, God damn it. Almost a day.
You said that those jokes were going to stop.
I said finished inside. He's done with his job. He's done for the day. God, guys. Wow. You... Whoa.
Was his job donkey related?
No, it was a goat related.
Or goat related.
Anyway, he will
Not.
kick open the fragments left of his own door, and he'll go, she's telling the truth. And the Auror's like,
thanks.
wonderful.
That's great.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Super duper.
Thank you. See, that's how you establish confidence in a story.
I grumble something to myself.
I also want to point out, in case Aaron didn't mention it, that I did warn the two adult wizards to not attack because they were surrounded by Aurors. Like, I told them that they were stupid.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, we
That
saw
is
the
right.
first Periculum spell, thought it was some kid messing around, and then the second one went off. We're like, we may as well investigate.
Thanks. for
Professional.
that. Professional.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's good.
So we need to bandage my friend up a little bit. Do you have any spells?
You're interrupted. And the person investigating the bodies goes, yeah, they're both alive, but one's not doing so good. Actually, they're both, like, really not doing good, but one's, like, really, really not doing good. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, they're both, like, a 3, but this one's more like a 2.5. That makes sense?
That's... Who are you saying that to? Your other Aura friends?
He's looking, like, past everyone into the trees.
That's... Auras, man. I wish I had enough MP to cast a healing spell on them.
By now, you would have healed, like, around 6 points.
I cast...
You heal 6 points of MP.
I cast Ferula on the 2.5 that he pointed out. With a 16 for Dex and a crit.
You cast a crit for Rula. You do not need to roll amounts. You basically saved him from almost bleeding out. Franz looks disgruntled that you healed one of the attackers.
He was bleeding out, mate.
Franz did not like that.
Wow.
Franz will remember that.
You're gonna be okay, Franz.
He's cradling his arm and watches you heal this stranger who harmed all of you, and he's like, all right.
They have information that we can get out of them.
For what?
Oh, why is this so difficult to maintain relationships?
That's why all my friends are animals.
I wait for enough time to pass
Except for you, Sarah.
for 2 more MP restored so I can cast Episky immediately. I fail.
Cool.
I try
He
again.
watches you flounder in front of him, and he's like, forget it.
I'm trying a second time. Nat 20.
Alright, that's great.
And another nat 20. Oh my
God.
god. This Episky's just double critting. Ridiculous. I don't get any
After
crit
failing
bonus.
the second time.
Yeah, I like fumble around. I'm like, no, it's like this. And I freaking crit the heck out of it.
He feels better. Disgruntled still.
Oh my god.
But you can tell that he's also just in shock because
Yes.
of being in the battle for the first time, watching things explode. He may have killed people, but apparently didn't kill people. Sarah's like several meters away from you guys now.
Every time you say yard, sorry, meters, it's hilarious to me.
The Aurors
All the
finally...
Brits listening to this. Oh, jolly good.
Meters.
The Aurors are interrupted from their own reverie because Aberforth says, you know, the kids are bleeding.
It's just like,
Thank
why
you.
am I healing everyone?
And the
Thank
Auror
you.
goes, well, we know. You know,
So
the
glad
four
this
of
guy's
you
here.
should get up to the hospital wing at the school.
Beautiful.
Shouldn't you?
Yes.
He says
I
as
agree.
if
Get
he
the
says
fuck
as if
out.
the answer was obvious, and he's confounded as to why you didn't think of it yourself.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna grab all you guys and we're gonna head up there.
I didn't want to
Jenny's
leave
character
immediately.
picks up all
Good
you
lord. Let's just go for the fucking
She's playing Dave suddenly. Like,
the sodding. Oh, sorry.
The four of you meander through the loose trees back onto the main road of Hogsmeade. You realize that you have a choice here. You can go straight back to Hogwarts and find the hospital wing, get bandaged up. You can even get a possible moment alone and discuss what the hell happened. Or you can go back into Hogsmeade and, I don't know, kill people. It's a moral story. You can choose.
I think we need to go get help from Madame Pomfrey if it's her or someone else. Well,
yeah, like how
in this
how
timeline.
bad are we looking? Like,
Franz
I've
and
taken
Sarah,
a little bit
I'm
of a
okay,
beating,
but
you know,
those two are
I
not.
could just be
okay.
bandaged up. I'm fine. But how bad is the bleeding? Has the bleeding stopped? Or is
No.
he still freely bleeding, taking bleeding damage?
The four of you are still quite, at least shocked, hurt from the door explosion. That's all. That all hit your back.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I could heal. Oh my god.
I think the other two need healed help. We should take them up there.
I just don't want those stupid wizards to interrupt our Hogsmeade time. I was looking forward to this.
We could take them up there and then come back down.
There will be other days that we can go.
Is that Sarah?
Yes. I'm fucking hurt, okay?
Okay, Diva. Let's go.
You notice that as you guys are making your way back to Hogwarts, Sarah intentionally goes on the other side of the group to stand next to Jenny's character on the opposite side of where Franz is walking.
I think Franz is a little scary, and Sarah might be a little scared of him.
You say this out loud, and Sarah's like, "Shut up!
All
Not
right, enough. And I'm patting her on the back. And
You're
saying,
hurting me."
Oh. They're patting her
Her
on the
back
back.
is all
saying, how about those
sore."
nutters back there, huh?
Speaking of which, Nutty Irishmans are the shit.
They are.
So are Snickers.
Anyway, you guys make
Dirty sounding.
you guys make it back.
We're snickering about Nutty Irish.
You guys make it back to Hogwarts.
Dun dun dun.
And Argus Filch looks at all of you coming in, and he's like,
Ugh.
"Why are you back early?"
We got hurt. Can you show us to the hospital wing, please?
You know where it is, you little squib.
Can I attempt to pet Mrs. Norris if she's there?
You can try. She's right there at his feet.
Awesome. 16.
You pet her
Oh
so good.
my god!
I really wanted to do this really bad. I was looking forward to this.
16 plus your 6 magic zoology check. She actually approaches you.
Oh, yay!
Because that bumps you over 20, which is the obscene threshold to pet a stranger's cat.
She's not strange. I see her every day.
Yeah.
Hello, lovely.
All right, she has blood red eyes. Anyway, she approaches you and she's like,
Aww.
and Argus is like, why don't you? Oh, you're being nice. Okay.
He's like not knowing what to do. Oh,
Pretty
cat
much.
Person. Another cat person.
Anyway, okay, so I do some petting, and then we go to the hospital wing because some were bleeding, and I'm stopping to pet a cat.
I'm loving all the all the disgruntled old person noises.
I'm Deckard Cain.
Oh god. I just use that voice for every single NPC that came in. I'm old.
Messing with Tucker Kane was so much fun. I miss that.
Infinite knowledge of the Horadrim in my head, and you guys are asking
Suddenly,
me to
I
fuck
feel
off.
my hands grow cold with cryomancy, and
Yes.
I'm a horned satyr, and I want to kill him. Anyway, you guys
Yeah, wouldn't have liked that.
know right where the hospital wing is.
Well, then I go straight to the hospital wing.
Me too.
Mr. Flinchy Flinch.
Okay.
Filch. Flinchy Filch.
Flitch Filch. Let me switch sounds real quick.
Filthy Flinchy Filch.
You say this out loud
don't.
while you're on the stairs.
No.
And he's like, what did you say?
Don't mind him. It was Swedish.
It's Swedish for we're going to the hospital wing now, mister.
Tucker Kane.
You guys make it up to the 7th floor of Hogwarts.
Because
It's actually quite a irrational place to have a hospital wing, because what if you couldn't like walk up there? But then again, you do remember.
You get freaking Wingardium Leviosa
you yell
up there.
and yeah, she comes out and she wouldn't go to You're right about the accessibility in Hogwarts. I think this is a really big problem that we don't talk about enough.
You know, I'm actually triggered just thinking about it.
And actually, gender is very fluid. Anyway, you guys go up to the 7th floor of Hogwarts. You find the clock tower, which just yonder is the entrance into the hospital wing. You are approached readily by a younger, more spry Madame Pomfrey. More accurately, Mistress. Anyway, Madame Pomfrey. Madame Pomfrey. Madame Mistress. Anyway.
Sorry.
Madame Pomfrey says to you, yes, why are you here? What is the dealio with the shiz?
One short day.
Come again?
What is the dizzle with your fizzle?
We got into a minor scuffle.
Oh,
and
shit!
Some of us
Get inside!
have
Right
bleeding
now!
orifices and whatnot,
A couple of
and some PTSD.
a couple of adults.
Trolley lady.
Anything from the trolley, dears?
Let me put it plainly.
We'll take the lot.
A couple of adult male wizards, possibly affiliated with Death Eaters, blew up a door on our back. Can we get medical attention, please?
For sure, get in his house. You guys are welcomed inside and get a bed per each of you.
Can Pomfrey always speak like
Poppy.
oh
Poppy Pomfrey.
Poppy?
She approaches the four of you independently. You guys are going to spend the rest of the day in here. Sorry.
Oh, Poppy.
Sorry. Not that Poppy. You are treated.
Yay!
I will describe it as you can watch the sunlight go down into afternoon and eventually into evening. As you are treated individually, any shrapnel from your back is pulled out. It is individually healed. Shrapnel from like wood from the door. The explosion was more significant than you guys all thought because none of you saw it happen. You had just felt it afterwards. But your backs were pretty fucked up.
Ow!
Bad words.
My back.
My dog, calm down, please.
My back's are bloody fucked up.
Yeah. So, the first person to leave, almost with like a sassy sassafras, get me out of here, I'm done. Oh my god, get me out! is Sarah.
I was in France.
And she leaves. Franz has been uncharacteristically
Hi, Sarah.
very quiet
Oh, poor
the
Franz.
entire time, as if he's mulling a decision over. The two of you are sitting a bed away from each other, like your next door neighbors in Bedlam. What do you say to each other, if anything?
What house is Franz again? Sorry.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Oh, like me. Excellent. And you're a Gryffindor.
Yes.
Okay. Is the sunset still
Hufflepuffledore.
happening?
Hmm?
Is the sunset still happening?
Yes.
I point to it and go, how romantic.
Okay.
I look at Franz. And I tell him, do you hear something?
He will look up at you after looking down at his hands for a long time and not really quite know what you mean.
Like muddy ass footprints.
Like muddy footprints, yes.
Some clay face up in here. Shit. No.
These are hospital wing sounds, so...
Oh. I probably don't want to know what that is.
I thought you were totally just queuing up like ambient clues
Right.
during the hospital wing visit, and I was like, "Man, you've like put some like effort into this. Just this one moment. That's impressive." Okay, never mind.
All right. But anyway, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing better, but I think Franz might be a little shook up.
Poor
Dinner
Franz.
time!
Oh, lovely. That'll cheer him up, right?
Yes. Are
Three house elves approach you all, and they do not make eye contact as they bow graciously and then randomly produce goblets and platters and then hover them towards you, and they land in your feet. And in your feet. They land on your legs, on your beds. And luckily, none of you have broken femurs or anything, because once they land, they're quite heavy. And if you had broken femurs, you'd be like, ah! So you open whatever it's called, little lid thing on platter. The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The
And-
lid. The lid.
The platter cover.
Honey, what is that thing called? The lid dome thing on a platter that people like unveil the
Please say
meal.
lid.
Be our guest.
Shoot.
Yeah.
A cloak. Close. Clock. What is it?
It actually is like it has like a C sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's revealed that there is mushroom portobello stuffed with goat cheese and
Oh, yeah.
kosher salt and pepper and lemon juice and a bit of
Mm.
a side salad, and there's also a burger.
Yes!
Salt?
Oh God.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
a nice side of pumpkin juice or water, depending on which you prefer.
Dude, that
A cloak.
sounds delightful.
Is there-
Cloche. So that's how I say it.
Oh.
It's called a cloak, not like a
That sounds
cloche or
French.
a
It is French.
cloche or cloche or
Colossian.
cloche.
I'm not sure how you pronounce
Crotchy.
Cloche.
it. Cloche. I don't know.
Cloche. If there's an accent, it'd be cloche.
There's no accent though, so it's
I think it's
probably
cloak. I think it's cloak.
Cloak.
All right,
Wow. Cloak. Interesting.
and you guys
Well,
are allowed
I
to eat
prefer
dinner.
platter lid. Domed platter
Alright,
covering.
I'm going to start eating.
I'm not going to eat until I see Franz eat.
He is starting to pick at his food.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
I'm going to eat. But at the same rate, okay?
Oh my God.
I wish John was here. He loves burgers.
Why isn't John here?
Oh, I don't
He
know.
ran off to the common room after you guys got into the castle.
Oh.
He's like, I'm out.
Okay, that's fair.
However, the
I'm
door's
gonna-
open,
Probably eating mice and such.
and entrevue comes a friend of yours named Chauncey.
Mm.
He is a Hufflepuff, a bit slender, a bit taller, with more of a spiky, straight hair,
Chauncey.
auburn hair color. And he's the kind of guy who always seems to be smiling. And he comes in and he has like a slight skip to his step and he's like, I heard a rumor.
Chauncey.
Yes, darling. I heard a rumor. You got into a bit of a fight.
Is this your sassy gay friend?
I hope so.
I freaking love this.
I hope so. Oh, it was great. It was a great fight. I mean, and then
Well,
I
you
look at
survived.
Franz and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm just like,
You
dude.
survived, therefore it must be great. What happened to the other fools that actually picked the fight with you?
Oh, they're being apprehended by Aurors.
Oh, really?
As we speak.
Are you telling me... Now, don't let the fact that I'm a true gossip sway you on this at all. Did you fight Death Eaters?
Maybe, but I don't want to say for sure.
I'm going to say that you did.
Who else attacks children?
Oh,
Am I
that is
right?
very true. Father Christmas. I gotta go. Spread this around the school, you know.
Goodbye, Chauncey.
Goodbye, darling.
Like, what the hell just happened? I sounded very posh for a farm person. But okay. Oh well.
Good to see you, Wollstonehome.
Gregory didn't like that. You can call me Gregory. But they did have possible connections with Death Eaters. We don't know that they were Death Eaters. And Franz was the one who took them out, per se, and he's having a hard time with it right now.
He'll slowly look over at Franz, and Franz, with his hands over his full belly now, because he ate without you, puts his hand up and goes, like a light beckon, like he knows Chauncey, because they're both Hufflepuff.
Oh, good.
Chauncey will saunter over and actually sit on Franz's bed, so he's effectively away from you, across the hall from you now. And they'll have a hushed conversation, like a comforting, like, pat on the leg, soft gesture.
No, that's sweet.
And eventually Chauncey will get up. And you'll leave. And glare at you one more time. And they'll leave. And then the doors open again.
Oh, who is it now? Oh, Lord. Someone we hate? Is it Briar?
Shit.
Not that we don't hate Briar, but
Is
I'm
So
in a
Someone
coma.
Is
Someone
it
we hate.
Briar?
Or
Oh
Brian.
my god.
Who is it? Is it Ryan? I'm coming down.
I'm coming down. Oh my god, Word is not responding.
First for eating
I need
from.
to get this stupid name off.
Quesadillas.
Quesadillas. Well, while you're struggling with that, I'm just going to say that at some point during the meal, I would have said to him that had it not been for him, the situation could have been much more dire.
Right. He saved
So
our
I appreciate his
horses.
talents with the crescendo spell.
He actually perks up.
Yeah, saved our arses, you did.
Quite vividly, like perks up a bit
Yeah.
at the compliment. And he smiles and says, it's really just a bit of backwater spell work, really. It's just,
I like
You know,
backwater spells.
You're going to have to teach me that one day.
As a
Franz.
backwater
No.
person.
Well,
no.
as a defense mechanism.
He's peeing himself.
Defense mechanism.
As a defense mechanism.
Make your enemy feel as uncomfortable as possible by
just
kissing your knickers.
groan, pee, and fart just
Kissing your knickers.
all over the place. I go, oh yeah.
Dave?
Yeah.
Suddenly have body Tourette's.
Body Tourette's.
Okay. The person who enters is a Gryffindor.
Oh.
He is, what did I make him?
Harry Potter.
I think he's 1 year older.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 year older. He's 16. He's past his OWLs. His name is Sean Thornwood. And Sean opens the door, and he points right at you with like this Buddy Christ kind of look. And he's like, "You,
Him.
little minx.
Oh.
I heard a rumor
He was as a gay friend too.
that you fought Death Eaters."
Excuse me. Oh, that was fast, Chauncey. Even for you,
Yeah,
I muttered to
jeez.
myself.
Chauncey gets around
I
in many ways.
I visibly look very baffled. I'm like, oh my God, this is spreading fast.
Chauncey's also my best friend. Anyway,
That makes sense.
please explain, because I'm baffled, because it also sounded like Briar Kane was involved.
Yes.
How?
So the wizards were initially attacking Briar for
Bless
some
you.
strange reason involving what sounded like his parents or something. I don't want to speak for Briar. You should talk to him about that individually. But they were actually attacking him with very hostile spells. So we stepped in, and then they started actually hurting us.
Because he helped us try to pass a class earlier, and we like.
And
felt
also,
kinship, you know.
well, we got very fortunate for Franz's spell, which incapacitated them until the R's came. And we don't know if they're actually Death Eaters. So please don't spread the rumor anymore about Death Eaters attacking us, because they don't. There may have been a complication about that.
Give me a cunning check, both of you.
Woo! 0 cunning, baby! Nat 1.
Woo!
Let's
9
go.
plus 1 coming.
A 10.
You noticed, Jenny, as Jeffrey's character is trying to explain all this, and he mentions that Franz was the one that finished off the bad guys. He will look over at Franz, like, give a quick up and down, and then look back. Like, it's less than 2 seconds. So it's not lingering at all. That's all you see. You can infer from that what you will. Sean will say, yes, I was wondering if it was quite clear if they were Death Eaters or not, because if they were, well, no, if they were not, then perhaps they had a good reason for trying to attack Briar, because he and his parents are of the Death Eater variety. And it's only a short while until Briar follows in their footsteps. They are in Azkaban after all.
Oh,
So-
shit. Didn't know that.
It's good to know.
Give me another cunning check.
Oh, okay. Before I start to speak again.
Don't fair. You
14
judging
natural.
him. Parents do. 10 plus 1, I mutter to myself.
Both of you will notice that as he's explaining that Briar's parents are in Azkaban, he will look down and like wipe some smear or dust or something off of his pristine prefect's badge.
I don't like him. I thought to myself.
I actually love that very subtle flex. It's a very prefect thing to do.
Percy!
Yeah.
His name's Sean.
I'm going to say that I do not sympathize with Death Eaters
Of course not. You're a Gryffindor.
of any variety. However, it did seem like Briar and the Wizards actually had some sort of a connection before the feud broke out.
Right.
Then these men were probably actually Death Eaters.
It's potential. I don't want to say anything one way or another until the R's confirm what information that they got out of the captives.
Unless they were not Death Eaters and they were trying to stop him from becoming a potential one.
And I like that.
It's quite interesting.
I like that. I like him,
I don't
actually.
like the idea of that because they were actually using very openly hostile magic right in front of the tavern in Hogsmeade.
Oh, that's
Which means
true.
they must have been quite confident that he was doing something wrong.
He was literally just walking away from them.
Yeah, we saw him. I don't know. I don't think he's that kind of guy.
They blew up the tavern door on our backs.
Yes, that is
Like,
quite
they had
confusing.
little regard for actual violence.
Perhaps they thought that you were trying to protect a known criminal. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. But really, I wasn't there, so how could I know?
Exactly.
How could I know? I wasn't there.
Alright.
So, you rest up. Quidditch tomorrow.
Are you a Quidditch player?
I didn't write that into my bio.
Then no.
Neither did I.
Then no.
But no, Quidditch is tomorrow. That is a fact that you,
So-
of course, would know, being of your stature.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am 6'2".
I used the wrong word.
I don't have
It's funny. Whatever.
coordination, so I must just be a fan.
Do you want to like maybe
You
take
go
it easy?
down to the Quidditch pitch, you trip.
Maybe want to take it easy tomorrow, Sean, and just like, have a drink and watch the game together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you going to be able to walk tomorrow?
I'm sure.
That's a joke. You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You look great too.
Oh, I'm 6'2". He will make his way out.
Which is fine.
Yeah, what's his name from the hangar? Gay.
Sean will leave, and it is proper evening now. Madame Pomfrey, Mistress Pomfrey will come around and check Franz and say, "My homie, you should really stay here for the Nizite." And Franz is like, "Swell. That's fine.
I'll stay here with him.
I was gonna say maybe John would like to curl up
You,
on his
you
lap for
can
the
go
evening.
back to the dormitorio."
Jeff is
You
losing
sure you don't
it
want to edit?
for the listeners.
No,
Dormitorio.
I'm positive I don't
I
want
think
to
it's
edit.
Spanish.
We can dormitorio. No, if I went back to the dormitory, I would just stay up thinking about Franz all night. I think I'll stay here.
That's awful sweet.
You are allowed to sleep here. You. Anyway, Miss Aaron, you look well.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
So do you.
thank you. I'm an adult. You're
My
a
God,
student.
this character is such an ass. It's just butt kissing.
You may go. Enjoy your walk back to your dormitory.
All right, you guys gonna be okay?
Yeah, and could you do me a favor? Maybe you check up on your friend Sarah. I don't want anything to happen to her.
Sure, thank you.
I have this sneaky suspicion
I appreciate
like-
your concern.
that she
She's a
wasn't
wee
really
bit
a
dramatic.
fan of what happened, and I don't
No.
want her to be
No.
spreading ill things about Franz.
Oh, okay.
It was
I don't
self-defense.
want that either.
Thank you.
Of course. I go, and I go.
All right. I am trying to get this change
Although,
of sound effect.
Should I
up.
not leave him for the sake of campaign?
Honestly, she would. It's okay that you leave him here because we're gonna transition to something else. I will tell you if it's not okay.
If it wasn't okay, I believe he wouldn't have given you an option.
I
to
really
do
miss
one or the
John,
other.
so I'm gonna go cuddle with my baby
Go cuddle, John.
and tell Sarah not to spread rumors.
Jenny,
You bitch. Yes.
Franz is murderous.
you leave the hospital wing, and just to your right as you're leaving, you see the large pendulum of the clock tower swinging left and right. It's a bit mesmerizing as you're making your way past. You can see the half moon just beyond, and you know, ha, I'm safe. Werewolves are not out tonight. It's only a half moon. I'm such a nerd.
What about the half wolves?
And I myself have not yet been able to turn into one. Not that I was trying to or anything, but
Dear God, this is having a really hard time.
It's just a vertical werewolf just sliced in half, and it's like,
Where's the other half of me? That would be awful.
Sorry.
oh, okay. Wouldn't it be crazy if I had a teacher that was a werewolf?
Wow,
What
that
must
would
that
be
be
quite weird. Who are you talking to?
I
The
don't
wall?
know.
I think Aaron's character talks to herself a lot.
Probably.
Oh, absolutely. Just like the person who created her.
What?
They say that's a sign of genius.
Me. Or that you have ADHD and cannot stop your internal infernal monologue.
Mm-hmm.
Or somewhere on the spectrum. Or both.
Or all of the above.
Yep.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm wanting to bring up this sound, particularly, and all of YouTube just seems to not be responding. So,
What a jerk.
Vigaro's still not working either. What's up?
yours isn't working either?
No, Vigaro's not working.
Oh, Vigaro, yeah.
Vigo. Vigaro. Vigaro.
Yeah, no shit, Google Chrome's not responding. Shut it down.
Shut it down. I'd like to call a slight intermission here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use my phone if I can. Alright.
Oh.
Go. So wrong. You are making your way back to the Hufflepuff common room. Now, it's never been canonized and like actually proven and claimed, but the common theory is that the Hufflepuff common room is actually down at the bottom level, right next to the entrance to the kitchens. Okay.
That would make
Because
sense.
Probably too
You're-
much sunlight for
you're-
Jenny's taste.
You're the high house. Like Hufflepuffs are puffy. Anyway,
Plants everywhere. My succulents, I have to check on all of them. How are all of you doing in the Scottish
Succulents.
temperament? Probably terrible, but...
you make your way through the castle, where it's quite melancholy as it is dark. Not full of terrors, but just dark, as many people have gone to bed. Dinner time is over, the library is closed, and you're going down the 7 layers of Hogwarts to get to your home. You realize that you do love this place. There are paintings everywhere. There's not a cobweb in sight, as it is well kept and maintained. There's no dust bunnies in the carpet or the marble staircase as you make your way down. You see no one. You are not bothered. You see no animals that are distracting to you. You are quite at peace, knowing that your body is healed, your mind is solid, your friends are safe.
Life is good.
And you are content.
Cool.
All is well.
Or too well. Too quiet.
Give me a cunning check.
Ooh. Eight plus 1. 9.
You start to get the feeling similar to what you got in the Forbidden Forest when you were chasing the demiguise. I described to you that it was like you were no longer alone.
Oh, great.
And just soon after, you were come upon by a centaur.
In the hallway?
Yes.
Is he a teacher?
You look about,
Or she?
and you see no one, and nothing. Give me another cunning check. This time it will have a small improvement now that you are looking.
Did I pick divination as one of the choices of class? Probably not.
No, you do not.
11 plus 1. 12.
A dark chill crawls up your spine as you realize there are imprints in the carpet just at the end of the hall, the size of feet of a human. And as you watch, the footprints move towards you.
Oh fuck, someone's invisible. That's not good. I don't think I have anything to help with that.
Trying not to be meta at all right now.
Was my wand lit already? Is it dark as fuck in here?
It's dimly lit from torches.
Okay, we don't want to do anything. God. Well, shit. And there's a centaur, you said?
No, it was just similar to the feeling of being watched by the centaur in the Forbidden Forest.
Right, okay.
Being watched from something you could not see.
I'm gonna cast Colossu on it. Why the fuck not? Ooh, with a 3, that's not good.
You miss wildly as it hits the opposite wall several meters away from the target. And you watch as the footsteps proceed 1, 2, 3 steps forward, ever closer to where you are. You have not moved a muscle, and your mind is starting to become cold as you are growing in fear.
Am I close to anything? Like, where am I located? Where's my...
You are on the bottom level of Hogwarts now. You realize that you are somewhat midway between the main entrance to the castle and the Great Hall. You could run to your common room if you tried and get there in under a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Run! 11
Dex check.
plus 5.
You outright book it, as it were.
Okay.
You turn an about face, and you sprint down the corridors. The carpet becomes hardwood, and then becomes marble again, as you run and run. Give me another dex check. This will be at a disadvantage.
15 plus 6.
My goodness, you beat the disadvantage, and you make it sliding around a corner, and grab hold of a pillar to catch yourself, and you keep running. Give me a cunning check.
4 plus 1.
You do not notice that there is heavy breathing behind you,
Oh, Jesus.
but you are dormantly aware that there is something not quite leaving you alone, and your mind fills with a possible poltergeist, or a ghost, and your mind starts to wander to many creatures that you have heard that might possess, or do possess, the power of invisibility.
Oh, dear.
Give me a metazoology check.
But wasn't it human-looking footsteps, though?
Yes.
12.
12 plus 6. The only thing that comes to mind at the very moment due to its proximity of today is the demiguise. But you know, the feet do not match.
And he wouldn't be making me feel creepy, either.
Give me another dex check.
3 plus 6.
Oh my. You stumble as you try to think your way out of the situation too hard, as you turn and then hesitate and think, oh shit, that's not the way, and then you turn again in the right direction, slowing you down. You can see your doorway now. You can see the entrance to your home.
Ah!
And you are running. Give me another dex check.
Maybe I should yell. Just, you know. Oh, 20!
20.
Plus 6. Oh, yeah!
You are lucky enough
I punch him in the face.
to feel a whoosh pass right by your hair, and you duck just out of the way and hug the wall, and you see the feet pass right past where you were, and your hand is just by the portrait that you know will lead to Hufflepuff Common Room.
Well, I feel like pissing my pants. I go inside the common room.
In order to do so, you will have to sidle along the wall just a few steps and tickle the orange on the portrait
Oh, yeah.
in order to open the portrait.
I tickled orange. 13. Tickles.
You tickle the orange, and you feel the portrait give way a couple of inches in, as there is a snout of some sort that seems to poke its way just here by your eye,
John, please.
and you feel snuffling, sensory, inhaling a breath, and a musty breath as it coaxes around your face. And then it stops. And the sound seems to distance.
Like that?
And it all fades away.
Oh, that was weird.
Give me a magizoology check.
Snout was not John, right? Snout is
No.
creature. Okay, good. 11?
11 plus 6. You are not able to deduce anything as of right now as to what that could have possibly been, but you are quite determined to see, or to think, you are quite determined in the idea that it was not a human hiding under some sort of demiguise invisibility cloak.
Weird.
You make your way inside, slam the portrait shut, and you are safe in the Hufflepuff common room.
Thank God. That was fun.
My friends,
I have a theory about what happened.
850 XP,
Woo!
1000 XP. Jeff?
Hold on. Okay, what's up?
You chose to stay behind with Franz, hence the cut in XP.
Oh, I'm not upset
Okay.
at all. Yeah, she had her own little experience
Yeah.
for the bonus XP. Makes sense.
Are you alright, Jenny?
Mm-hmm.
Don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm trying to remember what the hell powers I
It took me
have.
like an hour and a half to find where Expelliarmus was on the freaking sheet. I was like scrolling through the whole time.
Where am I? Where am I? Alright.
I'm like pretty torn on what to get next, but whatever. I'm always torn on what skills to get in any campaign. It's terrible.
I've become so numb. I can feel you there.
Come so tired, so much more aware.
Good times.
Poor Chester. You all awaken. You are very cramped and sore from the fact that you slept in a chair.
How does I have a bed?
And Franz...
I'm comfy.
Oh no, the chair is what you slept in because you gave up your bed as soon as you stopped being a patient.
Oh. Didn't know about that.
For shizzle.
What? Is the
Franz.
hospital wing full?
Franz wakes you up with a poke to your knee with his wand,
Mm.
and he's smiling at you. He and his obese face and whatnot.
He's obese?
He's 220 pounds at whatever height he is, so
Okay.
I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's smiling at you, and he's like, "Are you ready for breakfast?" Okay. You sure?
Yes.
Cool.
Do you want breakfast?
A little.
Then I want breakfast.
Alright, sweet.
Cool.
I'm sorry there's been some sort of discord between us.
I don't think there's been any discord at all.
But Twitter's been kind of in my face lately, and my face has been all over books. And
It's okay.
anyway, I'm like, snap, let's chat. So,
Just to let you know about what happened yesterday in the hospital wing. You're probably going to be bothered a lot out in the Great Hall about what happened. So just have your answers prepared ahead of time. Because knowing you and knowing me, we don't like to talk to a whole lot of people all at once, or ever, really.
do you think it would work if I played dumb?
No. You don't want to play dumb. I don't think.
Plenty of people already think I am, so it would be sort of fitting.
You're not dumb.
I may know that, but most people like to assume. It's not a derogatory. I'm not trying to self-blame. I'm just saying, in order to avoid the attention, because I'd rather not explain how I know to cast a spell.
You could just be more direct and just answer the onslaught of questions as briefly as possible.
Oh, you just pretend like you don't remember.
Cookie.
Oh, wait, I'm not there. I'm not there. Right.
Or you could always defer and say, "Oh, please don't bother me while I'm eating," and then just be eating the whole time. Like
That sounds brilliant.
Don't
I know.
bother me. I'm eating.
Sorry, Carl's Jr.
If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Here's this super Mondo hot supermodel dripping barbecue sauce all over her bazongas. Buy our product. Sorry.
Bazongas.
Bazongas. Ooh, cheesy bazonga barbecue sauce nipples. Ooh. Buy our Carl Jr. Buy the Carl Maximum. If you drive
alright,
a truck and you want barbecue sauce, babes, you come to Carl's Jr. and ask for the big Carl, just like the big boy you are. You're not overcompensating for anything.
Gregory, I'm not sure if you realize you've been monologuing for the last 2 minutes about barbecue sauce.
I love barbecue
Could
sauce.
we go down?
In fact, that's my next secret ingredient.
Could we
I'm gonna
go
put on
down
everything.
to breakfast
Yes, please, let's. Please.
You teleport down to breakfast.
Instant transmission.
And you run into Jenny because this is a D&D game.
What?
Oh,
Who's Jenny?
hello.
Sorry.
Aaron.
Aaron McKagan.
Wait, is your last name McKagan?
No, it's Lucas.
Okay.
Same thing.
McKagan. Aaron Lucas McKagan.
Aaron soon. Aaron Lucas.
Do we see like a ton of eyes on us?
Yes.
Alright.
Like a lot.
I'm going to... I don't want to leave... This is so difficult. Because I actually want to go sit with Sean.
Take Franz with you.
Franz, would you like to sit with me and Sean at the Gryffindor table this time?
No.
Well, poop. I will follow Franz to the Hufflepuff table.
Jenny, would Erin like to share what happened to her last night?
Yes, she would.
Please, in character, relay the information you wish to share because this is important.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Darling, are you intentionally burning those Cinnamon Toast Crunchies? Alright then.
Cinnamon Toast Crunchies are not crunchy enough. They must be Cinnamon Toast Crunchier.
Peanut crunchies can't be beaten. Okay, so guys, last night I was making my way back to the common room. I noticed there was a half moon. It was really pretty. And I got this feeling like something was watching me, kind of like when we were in the forest. I'm not making this up, I promise. And I was like, ooh, it was really creepy. And then I noticed that there were like little footprints making their way across the rug in front of me. And I was like, oh shit. And so the first thing
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear there was no one else around.
Sarah appears behind you.
Oh, hi, hello, telling a story. Alright.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Sarah. Telling a story about what happened to me last night.
So now you're seeing invisible people?
It was real, I promise. I don't know why it was invisible. Pretty sure it was a person. I tried to hit it with a Kaloshu. That didn't work.
And the spell went right through it?
I did a really bad spell and it didn't work. So I don't know the answer to that.
I did a really bad spell.
So I turned tail and ran for the dormitorio. As fast as I could. Kind of fucked up and fell a little.
Mistress Poppy at the front go, yeah, boy! Alright.
And I made it just by the hair on the back of my neck, and there's a snout sniffy type thing right there. And I don't know what the heck it was, even though I should know, because like I'm into the creature feature stuff. And it was breathing on me, and it had weird smelling breath, like a barn.
Good callback.
But I got into the common room just in time, and I'm fine now. And I don't know what the hell it was, and it was creepy. So be careful at night. Use the buddy system. I'm going to from now on, that's for sure.
You know...
Who wants some eggs?
Fun fact, the unforgivable torture curse was originally named Cruci until the gangsta-ass Death Eater was all Cruci, yo!
That's amazing! Whoa, straight out of Hogsmeade.
Oh.
Dormitorio.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to
Sarah-
get that out of my system.
Sarah is quite skeptical of your story. And she will openly say, darling, how do you know? It isn't just your imagination after our rather excitement.
Because it was
Yesterday.
breathing on me, and there was a snouty type thing. Because up
You
in-
could have been wearing one of your masks and getting your breath back on you. It's always on you with the stupid COVID future. It's always possible that you were making things up and you felt a breeze from the outside.
Okay, well, I don't have time to argue with you, so whatever you want to believe is fine.
We're not arguing.
So
I
this
freaking
is,
love that.
this is what happened.
What?
I don't have time,
shared
whatever
it,
you believe.
and I'm gonna eat
sure.
my eggs and brandish my chicken leg at you. Like like some guy in the future named Ron may do. And I'm just gonna enjoy that. And you can take of it what you will. And that's that.
To be fair, I think a lot of people have brandished chicken legs to emphasize what they were talking about
Probably.
at some point in time.
Probably.
Does my character hear any of that story?
I hope so.
Oh yeah, you
Oh, 'cause
and
we were all
Franz have
saying,
heard
okay.
all
I
of
fucking
it.
hope so.
I'm like-
That's what I was trying to talk
I'm
to,
like, wow.
Sarah. God.
Yeah, Franz is
There's-
actually. So now we have to worry about dangers inside the castle, and he actually like sidles closer to Gregory.
Of course, it's Hogwarts. There's always something. I mean, yeah, we
I
should.
put my arm around
Buddy
him.
system, like I said, buddy system.
We're supposed to be safe here. The war is supposed to be outside of Hogwarts. Why?
It's okay. It's okay, Franz. But I believe you.
Want to go talk to Dumbledore about it?
You might want to.
I just
You-
want an excuse to go talk to Dumbledore.
Well, I mean, if you want to go
Meta.
directly to Dumbledore, why not the Hufflepuff prefect? It's a chain of command. You don't just immediately go to the president.
Whatever.
Why not?
Harry didn't.
Biden is very approachable.
Yo, Biden.
Yo, B.
It's called Cruci, right?
What's up, Joe?
Can I
Yo,
talk?
what up, Joe?
Can I talk to your rescue dogs, please? Thank you. As I say in character.
Jenny, what do you really do?
She drinks her Snickers. Oat milk
I
latte.
eat my breakfast huffily.
Okay.
As a Hufflepuff.
You go over to the Hufflepuff table, and you sit down angrily because now you're grumpy with Sarah. And you angrily chew your eggs. I'm sorry, you hungrily and angrily nom on the corpses of baby chickens. And you are interrupted. As a hand graces your shoulder. Give me a true check. Actually, give me a willpower check.
I want to smack this hand right off of me, but I'm not gonna do that. Sarah, I mean not Sarah.
It's like
What
Dumbledore.
is this?
He's like, oh.
Aaron is friendlier than me. Oh, that's a 2. Well,
You do not handle it well as you instantly slap it.
oh, okay. That's good. That's what
And
Jenny
you
would do.
see a dark hand next to you, like, shake it, the paint off. And you look
A
up,
dark hand?
and it's Briar.
Oh,
Get it? A dark hand?
Jeffrey. P. Bagel.
What?
Anyway, Briar,
It's just a skin complexion.
Briar looks annoyed,
Hi, Raya.
but determined. As he looks down at you and says,
I didn't know it was you. I'm sorry.
"Thank you." And he bends down and kisses your cheek.
Oh, shit.
And he will walk away.
Just like that.
Yes.
Oh,
just
man,
like
but
that.
I want to ask, like, are you okay?
Hmm.
Can't
Jeffrey.
Can't go over to the Slytherin table, though. No. Can't be seen over there, no. I say to myself.
Who's Jeffrey? Sorry, I'll stop. What?
Do you sit with Aaron?
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. You all sit down for breakfast, and the owls come. The feathers are hither and
Yes.
thither. Droppings fall into your morning punch.
I always thought about that. Like, why are they pooping everywhere?
Some of the owls,
Everyone's like-
because really owls are disgusting. They start throwing up and regurgitating some of their old food. Anyway,
It's a maelstrom of pellets and feathers.
maelstrom, because it's mail time. You
I didn't even think about that.
You all see
clever bastard.
a cacophony of feathers and wings and beating wind and owls descending. And surprisingly, both of you get mail.
Oh, we get mail!
Do I like normally not get mail? What the hell?
I'm really excited
So today
about
you
this.
got 2 owls.
These aren't howlers,
Sorry,
hopefully.
today you got 3 owls.
Oh my god.
One is from Diagon Alley. There's an apothecarian that you enjoy that they regularly give you slips. That's just like, what would you like to order this time?
Oh,
running
that's
low on anything?
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
You get 1 owl. And it's your family owl named Athena.
Oh.
And Athena holds out her long leg, almost like coaxingly.
I give her like a coin and like
She looks at it, she's like, I'm your family pet.
An owl, like a piece of bacon or
She
something.
just talks. Dude, I'm your family pet.
And pets and like kisses and she's like, look.
She's not Keo. She will actually be familiar with you, and she'll go like, "Hey, your dad say love you."
Aw, yay, daddies! I miss my dads.
And you open this little parcel, and you see that it's dated for last night.
Oh no.
And you open it, and it says,
I'm in trouble.
"Dear one,
Yes.
your father and I
No.
are quite alarmed to hear that you are possibly involved in some sort of physical altercation with strangers.
Oh.
But we do thoroughly trust in your decision making and your ability to determine what is right and wrong in your life.
Aw.
Therefore, we want to thoroughly encourage you to keep going in the light of everything that is happening in the city, Scotland, and in the public eye of other wizards and witches, which is so unfamiliar compared to home. We want to congratulate you on living as opposed to hiding. Within, please find one galleon.
Ooh. Galleon.
Use it to go on dates or whatever the shizzle. Love, Dad number 2.
Aww.
You're very well spoken, Dad.
Dad number 2. I didn't think about what my dad's names were.
Dad B and Dad number 2.
Equality.
Aww.
I'm literally scribbling a bunch of like things that I want in my apothecary kit, and I'm all like,
I had no money.
I'm broke.
So then you open up a small letter, not litter.
Dads are
You open up
proud
a
of
litter of
me.
kittens. Shit.
What are we gonna do with all these cats? Oh, and start juggling them.
You just start juggling cats. Franz is like, you've changed. What do you think?
I'm gonna have more of these
You open up,
ridiculously cream-filled Oreos.
and it was delivered by also.
Oh.
Can I have some water?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Could you just stay open?
Thank you.
Dude,
I'm
okay.
thirst.
Okay, so this is actually a direct call out from Jeffrey Nolan Flegel to the creator of Oreos Nabisco. When I open
That's a nice last name.
a package of Oreos, what I expect to happen is the package to stay open. Like it just magically started doing. I swear to God, Nabisco, if I go to open another one of your packages and it just does this weird thing where it falls back on itself and you have to like do it all over again and it's noisy as hell and the adhesive sticks every time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You open
This
the
has been
smaller-
Oreo hour with Jeff.
Your treats are delicious, but my God, the packaging is horrendous. Also, when I open it up all the way, I don't have adequate finger pinching room on the edges to get the first Oreo from the stack. You monsters. God. Get your heads out of your ass. Nabisco, I love you, but jeez.
Remember when you wrote that GameStop review of Oreo O's? Oh, that reminds me, Jeffrey! Oh my god!
Yeah, I do remember that.
Here you go.
Oh, ultimate friendship. Oh, he just gave me a Cradberry
Crabberry.
Keem
Are
egg.
delicious. I want one too.
Every Easter I give him a Cadbury egg.
That's so good. Well, I'm eating an Oreo right now, but I'm saving the best for last.
Oreos.
What, honey?
Smash it between 2 Oreos.
Ooh, yeah. Just smush the Cadbury egg between 2 Oreos.
That's horrendous.
All right. Remember that one year where they actually had Cadbury cream Oreos?
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The caramel ones are good too. But
No.
I like that
Just-
best.
dude, the original Cadbury cream egg.
All right.
It's the freaking best.
In all seriousness, what is your guys' 3 top Oreo flavors for the internet to know forever? I will start if you want.
Go, yeah, go.
Lemon,
Oh.
Wow, really?
dark chocolate, cause damn, and the new chocolate peanut butter pie that came out. Remember that, honey?
Ooh.
Chocolate peanut butter pie one. Yeah. Those are my top 3.
Now, do you mean lemon with the golden?
Yes,
Yes, that was delicious.
those are my 3 favorites.
Mine are plain Oreo. No weirdness, no thinness, no thickness, just plain Oreo.
Produce that.
Thank you. And then I really like the ones that are peanut butter. little. And then, like, isn't there like a fudge? Just like a fudgy one.
The ones that are covered with fudge?
No.
Like for Christmas time?
No, like chocolate fudge in the middle. What?
Oh, just the milk chocolate cream? Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's it. I know they're basic.
You like the simple ones, and that's good. They get really elaborate sometimes.
Special mention, the one that was like apple pie or some weird thing.
Oh, I think I remember that. I didn't try it because I'm not really a fan of
caramel
apple pie.
apple or something.
caramel apple
Oh
Oreos.
my
That was
god.
the
Caramel
good.
apple Oreos.
Oh
Excuse me.
god,
I
that
haven't
was so
tried
good.
that one yet. The Brookie
I'm
one.
having a caramel apple's good. So what's yours?
I'm actually gonna totally like steal off of your guys's. So lemon and caramel apple are my number 2 and 3 respectively. But my number 1 choice is the regular old double stuffed Oreo, not mega stuff,
Yeah.
not regular stuff. This is the plain old double stuffed Oreos that used to rule
Yeah.
for all of like 98 through like 2008.
Yeah.
Like that's all that was in the
That's all it
stores. It was
Yep.
just freaking
Yep.
double stuff Oreos.
Yep.
And they're like, let's try everything else.
Yeah, that was like incredible. And yeah, like 2009 or 10 came around, it was all like watermelon, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Dude, watermelon was good though.
Yeah.
Why
so
was
yeah,
it limited?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the golden Oreos like at all, except for the lemon ones. That's like the only one that those are actually
It
good.
makes
I
sense.
like the
Yeah, because it makes sense. And the caramel apple ones, I believe, is also on the golden.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Which-
it has cinnamon into it as well.
Yes. There's like a cinnamon
Okay.
golden cookie.
Okay, well then
S'mores?
that's probably why I like it.
Special mention s'mores as well.
I never got to try the s'mores, but I'm sure I would have loved them.
All of the different like chocolate variety of Oreos, like these ones, the Brookios. These ones are delicious. I have nothing against them. It's just that
Full, but
they're
I
not
really wanna
different.
try one.
They're not different tasting enough from all the other chocolate variety.
Yeah. The ones that I feel like are wildly different from each other are all the golden Oreo variants.
Can I just
Personally.
say
Yes.
another thing I like with Oreos is the Denny's Oreo Sundae.
I've
Like
never
the
had
hot
it.
fudge and Oreos.
I don't often go to get
Specifically,
desserts.
do you say
at,
specifically
restaurants.
Denny's
Yes.
Oreo?
Believe it or not, it's like one of the only things you get there.
Ripley's, believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Do you remember that show?
Naruto, believe it.
I do. Well, Oreo Hour has been fun.
You open this small letter that has been addressed to you, but it's time stamped for 3 days ago. And you look up, and the owl that was delivering it to you is like shaking because of how old he is, and you know that his name is Archimedes.
It's okay.
And
Archie.
you're like, Archie, why are you still in rotation? Why are they still sending you out in flights? And he's like,
Poor Archimedes. Does he actually keel over on the
no,
table?
just
God.
Cameron did this gesture. Just dies on the Hogwarts table. Jesus Christ!
It's like Errol. Some rotty bird named Errol. In the future.
So you realize that he's probably late, and that's why it's 3 days ago. So you're just like, Archie, go home. Please go home. So he just like tries to like run to get momentum,
So good.
and then he flutters off, and then like falls, and then flutters again. And he'll get there eventually.
Archimedes.
The letter says, Dearest Gregory,
Dearest, oh jeez.
we adore you and all of your pimples. We do hope that you are enjoying your Himalayan salt. We do hope you are sharing with Franz. He is, of course, your soulmate. As a friend, of course,
What?
we understand that you might be afraid of being a homosexual. We're not saying you are. Anyway, this is getting long-winded. We do adore you and hope you are having a great week at Hogwarts. Enclosed, please find 2 sickles.
Who was that from?
Love, Mother.
I don't have one.
That's odd.
That's alright.
I literally like read it and I'm all like,
That's so
Franz,
sweet.
Franz is
I
like,
think it's very sweet.
is that your mom again?
Because I'm reading over your
I'm like,
shoulder.
yes.
Because I'm
Of course it
nosy.
is. Well, this is a
This-
strange one,
The
but
final
I
owl.
do appreciate the 2 sickles. S-I-C-K-L-E-S. Cool.
S-I-C-K-L-E-S.
It's on your character sheet, is it not?
No. I'm keeping an electronic character sheet.
Yeah, he's keeping a really weird one.
Okay. I'm
Excuse
sorry.
me, this isn't weird. This is,
Retro? Classic? Bad?
bad.
Alright. The third and final owl is your family's new owl. Her name is Lola. And she's quite flowy and large and tall, and you're like, yeah, we get it, you're pretty, okay? Shut up.
She's
Shut up.
snowy, though.
I would probably be like,
I'm like
"Aw."
fawning over her.
And Lola's like, who?
Dude, Aaron, you gotta check out this freaking bird.
Yeah,
Who?
I'm going nuts over it for sure.
Who?
you can fawn over Lola all you want.
Who?
Ask her if she wants some bacon.
You want some bacon, Lola?
Who?
Okay, well shit, fuck. What do you have for me?
I give her some coin.
She unravels the string on her own ankle while staring at you the whole time, and then puts her other leg down and slides the left.
very, very talented
Lola's a
bird.
little sexist. She likes girls.
You notice idly that the envelope, also small, is blood red.
Uh-oh. I think you got a howler.
I'm nervous.
Lola says, "Woo," and she flies off, as if trying to avoid a fire.
Just open it.
I'm
Rip
going
it like a
to,
Band-Aid.
I'm
Rip
going
it
to
off.
look around and see if there's anyone who is like really into their food and not paying attention.
Yeah, 90% of the hall.
Just do it. Rip it
I'm
off.
gonna go to like a
Band-Aid.
random person like right behind them.
Do you actually do this?
This is why we're friends.
Would Gregory actually
I
do
love
this?
Gregory. He's a lot of fun. Oh,
Go
okay.
up to Sean. Go,
No, he has a moral compass, this character.
I do.
Mine,
yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know.
completely
Not so much.
joking. I'm gonna just like look at it
It starts to smoke at the
and
edges.
I'm going to go.
Gregory Wollstenholme! And the letter drops out of your hands and Sean, hey, you Cody. You're a good
Is that what it says?
You're a good boy.
A howler that, yeah,
I'm
that says,
sorry.
oh, Cody.
He starts to get a little worried when I start to raise my voice.
Oh,
I'm going to say this calmly, but just imagine a roar coming
Yeah.
out.
yeah, what
It
the-
is a mixture of your mother and father's voices overlapping.
Okay.
And they say, Gregory Wollstenholme, you disappointment of a Gryffindor. How could you possibly drag your jovial, kind, innocent friend Franz into battle? We understand your desire to prove yourself as anyone that is anyone. But would anyone decent and kind drag a friend into a pointless battle with strangers?
Yes.
Do you... Camera... Jinx's head is back.
Jinx, aw.
That's always your
Honey, I lost my train of thought now. Ugh.
Sorry. Good job. Would you drag a friend into battle?
His parents are hard asses. Wow.
I'm going to say thematically at this point you would effectively stop listening to the exact wording. Because this is such a shock and a shame.
And also not true.
That's right.
And also not true. It is based on assumption
It's a gross misunderstanding.
that it fills you with doubt and...
I'm very embarrassed.
Yes.
I know you came from a hardcore Gryffindor family.
And before you know it, the letter is dropped onto the ground and coils into ash.
Perfect.
And you know, without needing to look up, that Franz is patting your back. And the majority of people are all turned towards you. Before the commotion restarts and everybody starts eating again, because really...
Oh, good. Because I was going to be like, what are you all staring at?
I was gonna be like, well, like I never had a howler before.
My friend.
Both of those things happen, and people are like, yeah, it's true.
My fierce friend. Hufflepuff.
God, that Cadbury egg was so good.
I'm so glad. I remember one year you like ate it across several days. Like you took
No.
it very slow.
I
You were
did
on,
that
you were
as
on
a
a
kid,
diet.
and it didn't taste
You were
as
like
good
doing
the second day.
the slim fast thing. So you
Over
were just,
several days?
that's what you told me. You ate it super
Weirdo.
slow.
Oh no, you gave me a big box of them, and I
Did
ate
I?
like one. Oh, like I ate the whole box because they come like packs of 4,
Huh.
and I think I ate all 4 Cadbury cream eggs over the course of a week.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it. Because I would never just like crack into a freaking Cadbury egg and just like leave it there,
Well, let me
and then
tell
come
you.
back and be like, oh, I'm gonna save
I
you for
did that when I
tomorrow.
was younger.
Like,
I saved one for later,
That's
and it was
so
gross
bizarre.
the next day. Don't do
yeah,
that.
there'd be like ants living inside of it at that point. Like
Ew.
no. Cadbury cream eggs are just like a big ant trap if you don't eat it right away. Like, that's ridiculous.
Disgusting.
You want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
No.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
All right.
The goodest boy.
Lola and Archimedes have left you, and you are alone with this Diagon Alley owl that's just been staring at you this whole time. Like, can you please just make your order?
Yeah. I enclose the amount of money that I need to for my order. And, does 2 sickles cover, like, what I need for the most part?
It lets you gain a beginner student's pack, I will say.
Okay.
That's like a bundle that I will clarify when it is delivered to you.
Okay, cool. I would like the beginner pack bundle. And it costs exactly 2 sickles.
Mm-hmm. Well, sure. Normally
It's
I would
worth
say
it.
a little bit more, but I'm just going to let it happen.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
And Franz throws in 3 nuts after you without you noticing. He's like, okay, off you go.
Thanks, Franz.
He's a goalie.
Okay, well,
You're a goalie.
hi money, bye money. Okay.
Damn, I'm sorry about your howler.
It's okay. They're just misinformed. I actually have a good relationship with my family. I don't know why they would think that I dragged Franz into battle as if I was some sort of aggressor. That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe
I wonder where they're
somebody-
getting their news
right,
from.
maybe.
Rita.
Exactly. Maybe it wasn't even them that wrote it.
Maybe.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe.
Conspiracy theorist
Maybe
Aaron.
my parents are involved with the Death Eaters in some way, and they heard the story from the Death Eaters themselves, who spun it wildly out of proportion. Weird. I don't think my parents are Death Eaters at all.
I
Sorry.
love how you guys are like almost, I'm not sure if you're aware of like actually doing this, but it sounds like this is passively, is this the twist that Tommy's putting into this game? Because Tommy always puts in a twist. Is this Tommy's twist this time? And then look at me and I'm like, no.
Let me guess. Dumbledore's gay?
I mean, he did ask about the knitting patterns when they were at Slughorns, and I said, ooh, I don't know about that.
My thoughts exactly.
I don't think that was your thought exactly.
And the half-wolves?
I just think everyone's a little gay, actually.
You know, Alfred Kinsey was actually a wizard.
Yes. He looks like
And a bisexual. Anyway,
Heh.
Cody, stop looking at the carpet, you mutant.
What did you call me?
You mutant, you little furry mutant, you little furry boy. Okay, I
Beast.
want
It's so cute.
all of you to decide,
Ooh.
Oh boy.
are you going to come up to the Quidditch pitch to see the game or
Yes.
Yes.
I was actually just about to say I was going to leave after
Can John
I
come?
placed my
He
order.
loves Quidditch.
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes!
I tell Franz that I'm going to meet up with my fellow Gryffindor classmates, specifically Sean, because I'm a man of my word, and he is more than welcome to come along.
You find him in the Great Hall, and he's like, all right, can you come watch me play? Sweet.
Is it okay if I bring a posse along?
Who?
A posse.
But who?
Doesn't matter.
Who are they playing?
Sort of.
Really?
I mean, like, sort of. Like, are there any, like bad students? Like, I do have a kind of I'm a prefect, so I have to be careful with who I associate with. Like, you're a really good student. I'm sure you understand. It's like student politics and, like...
Okay. I didn't know that student politics were so important to you.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to be president one day.
Prime
That's
Minister.
Well, I was really hoping that I can
Arrive at number 10.
I was going to invite Franz and Aaron and
yeah.
Sarah and Briar.
Because if like you're playing anyone but Hufflepuff, I'll root for you.
Oh, please. He was there with us in the battle. I think it's only fair.
I think
He needs to get out more. Do you see how often this has a book cracked open?
I think
He's a good student.
you
I have a book at the match.
should really confidently assess who you want to be associated with.
Oh, for the love of God.
Get back to me. I'll see you later.
Who are they playing?
And he leaves. Ravenclaw.
Obviously, you're gonna win.
I don't know who I root for in this
Sean
case.
is 6'2". So, after all,
Sean strikes me as a beater.
Sean is a beater. Wow. Yeah. Sean is a beater.
I'll give him something to beat.
His meat?
He's 6'2". Imagine.
Imagine what kind of meat that guy's packing, eh?
Not always.
I mean, it's Britain, so minced meat probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like lamb.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm going to invite Franz and Aaron and Sarah. And I'm going to attempt to find Briar, even though I know he's a very closed off one. He might not even come. So.
You look all around the Slytherin table. You do not find him.
That's a sweet gesture.
Well, you know,
Aaron would
that
agree.
makes Sean happy, which therefore makes my Gryffindor side of me happy. But I do genuinely wonder where Briar is and what he's up to after that day.
Right, like I would have had the same idea.
But
Because you also are aware
actually,
that he
you know
was
what?
not in the hospital wing with you guys getting patched up.
So
Because
I
the
was a
tree-
little curious about that,
The
but
tree that fell behind him also exploded, so he is also likely hurt in some capacity.
I'm going to actually ask a kind-looking Slytherin.
They all look like felons with like the teardrop tattoos, and they all look ripped and with swastikas and stuff.
Stop.
They all look like the bad guys from Grand Theft Auto 5.
They all look like meth heads, and they carry around large knives for some reason. Yeah,
Their
And they
wands
all
are
have-
actually knives.
they all have pit bulls and like spiked baseball bats, and they all have wife beaters on. Do you want to go more freaking stereotype? They have like full on chains all around their belt.
They're all Trump supporters. Anyway,
Oh!
you all can choose to either try to find him down the Slytherin table, which he's not there. You can try to approach a Slytherin.
I'm approaching a
geez.
kind-looking Slytherin, one that might not be preoccupied with like in the middle of conversation or something. But
Ask like a second.
hey, not to interrupt, but I am looking for Briar. Do you know where he is by chance?
Cunning check.
Okay,
Am I with you?
Yes.
2, almost a 20.
You talk to a first year thinking, hey, they'll be least mean because they're 11. So you bend down and talk to this blonde neophatic Slytherin and go, do you know where Briar
What's
is?
Lucius Malfoy?
Oh, please don't say that I actually spoke to him like
And
that.
he goes, who?
All right. He's a 5th year. I don't suppose you would know.
I'm a first year.
Oh. You look very old for your age.
I'm 11.
I'm going to go to the next person and ask someone who
What
looks
just happened?
older.
Jenny, what do? You just gestured to all of me.
I try asking.
You're asking where Briar is?
Yes. But I'm gonna not do it in such a weird voice. I'm just gonna be like, hey, have you seen
Hi.
Briar?
Have you seen Kane? Briar variety? They will go, no, why do you care? You're a Hufflepuff. And you're a girl.
Because we were in a class together, and I think he's pretty cool, and I just wanted to know if he wanted to go and watch Quidditch. That's all.
A Hufflepuff getting all flustered at the same It's actually really funny to imagine.
You start doing
I'm not
your,
into him that way.
like floundering arms, and they're like, Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Okay, all right, let's go. I need to get John though first. And wow. Oh, wait, he's here already. I'm gonna like bewitch
He's
his.
been in your bag the whole time.
Can I like try to do a spell to make his hair
He's
like
been eating your bacon.
my bacon? Yes.
Wow.
I want to make his hair different colors for the match today.
Dude, I have some barbecue sauce for that bacon. Bro.
You are full. You ate nothing. You made yourself a breakfast burrito, then forgot to eat it because you got yelled at by a howler. All right.
That's fitting.
What color do you make your
John
cat?
Red for Gryffindor.
You turn to John and say, red, and he turns red.
Wow, beautiful.
Little do you remember that when you were 13, you accidentally cursed him with a chameleon charm, so he can actually just do that. You're just like, he's so talented, and he's
Wow.
like, you cursed me.
And he's a little different color. Oh, poor John. I'm sorry.
He's like, it hurts every time I change color, Mom. Please stop.
No,
I'm kidding. I am
Okay.
kidding. Oh my god. Not about the chameleon thing. I actually kind of like that.
Nasal abuse.
Nasal abuse. All right. You don't find Briar.
Okay.
Nobody seems to know where he is. And the reason why is because, as Jenny found out from last session, Briar doesn't socialize with anyone.
Oh.
So it's...
But he was still at the table last time.
Yes.
He
This
just had
time
his
he
book
is
cracked
not.
open.
What if we force him to?
Yes, let's find him and tie him up.
We're going to bring him to this Quidditch game. That means probably nothing to him, no matter what. Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw. What Slytherin wouldn't want to
How
see
else
that?
are you supposed to make friends? As an
Let's
introvert?
wear our white robes, tie him up, and bring him somewhere he doesn't want to go. What?
Perfectly much.
Was I the only person who caught on to what you were saying? We're going to call ourselves Grand Wizards, I guess.
Some bed sheets and
Thank
Pointy
you.
pillowcases.
Thank you.
stupid ass cross things.
Obviously, I'm joking.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm joking. Please edit that out.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We
Our
don't
channel's
condone,
gonna go bye bye.
we don't condone any of that around here.
No, it would probably go down on if this were Twitch, but it's not.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like Twitch's terms of service are like way more strict than YouTube's apparently.
Oh,
Yeah, fun fact.
no saying naughty words.
I didn't name anything. I just said white robes.
That's very true, actually.
White salamander.
Anyway,
The fuck?
as you guys are making your way down
Murder Among Mormons on Netflix.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
the grand corridor leading to the main entrance that will then spill out to the grounds, which will then go to the pitch. Just before you leave Hogwarts, you will notice Briar standing on the marble staircase leading up to the library. And he'll be staring at you.
Like,
Oh.
hey, how are you feeling?
Do you actually approach him to say this? Because he's
No.
like several meters away.
I would actually ask him how he was doing and greet him from a distance at first.
He will...
But while I'm walking up, like I start talking as I'm approaching. Like I wouldn't full on approach and then talk.
So you're talking and approaching?
Yes.
Okay. He will look conflicted as you're making your way closer to him. Consider the question. Be caught off guard because it looked like he was about to say something himself. And he decides to just nod at the question.
Sorry, I think I might have actually interrupted. What were you going to say?
He looks around to see if you guys are being overheard, and Franz is sort of nearby, but not really approaching because you know Slithies. He looks up the staircase,
Slithies.
and he looks back at you, and looks hesitant, and he says, thank you for yesterday.
You're very welcome. And also, if you don't want to talk about it, it's totally fine. I was wondering if you want to watch some Quidditch with us.
Yeah, Quidditch.
Get your mind off of things.
No. However...
Library.
Yes. Actually, yes.
I like the library too.
It's complicated.
Sure.
I don't know how I would have fared without your intervention. And that's been keeping me up all night, is the idea that I could have possibly not woken up in this castle this morning if you lot had not been there.
Did they actually... I'm going to talk very lowly. Did they actually mean to, you know...
It was either... He then has to like stop and really think, does he share or not?
Mid thought, I'm going to say you don't need to answer that if you don't want to.
They wished true harm. To what end, I will never really know. But based off reputation and personal experience from other wizards of the type, it could have ended with loss of life.
Wow.
But
Glad we
luckily,
stepped in.
we will never know.
Glad we stepped in.
I am sorry also for leaving the scene before any sort of help could come, because I also wish to avoid any possibility that my family's reputation precedes me and everything gets worse because I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, rumors seem to precede that, and people seem to know that I was there. Regardless, rumor is rumor and truth is truth, and so people can say what they want and not really know what happened.
Yep.
No one really knows that those two were actually Death Eaters.
Especially at this
Now
place.
you do.
We figured as much. However, to kind of, I guess, not necessarily sympathize, but to give you some relation into my life, I actually got a yowler today. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I heard it from out here.
Yeah.
Also, they're pronounced howlers.
I laugh a lot, and then I'm sorry.
And
Sorry,
then,
mate.
Then John goes, meow.
I meant to.
Get
Well,
it? Get it? Yow.
well, apparently my parents think that I somehow drugged my best friend into battle. So, yeah. Oh, you said you heard, right?
Yeah, I couldn't gather if that was actually
You're
your
reading. Oh, sorry.
My parents are proud of me.
But yeah, so
as
yeah,
surprised as you
I understand rumors aren't always pleasant. But I don't want to interrupt you on your studies. I imagine you're probably looking up more like self-defense type of stuff.
You could say that.
I'm gonna give him one of those kind of like. It's really hard to explain, but like, give him like one of those like little like, because he's sitting on the stairs. Yeah, I'm gonna give him like.
No,
one of
he's
those, like,
he's standing.
Oh, he's standing. Okay, well, I'm gonna give him like a little like. Hang in there. Like you've got friends.
You will do that, and he will dexterously. Yeah. Dexterously catch your hand as it impacts and goes away. He'll grab your wrist, bring it to his lips, and kiss the back of your hands.
Oh.
Not in a romantic gesture. Very similar to how he kissed your cheek. It's not in a I'm into you kind of way. It's in a some sort of gesture that you can't quite place because this is not typical for either of you. But it happens, and you're like, and you're caught off guard.
Yeah. I'm like a.
Pretty much.
Maybe he's not
And as soon as he lets it drop, he'll look at you in the eye again before making his way up the stairs. He's like not ashamed at all of what he did.
Interesting.
But there you go.
I look at Frosmo. It's nothing.
Don't wipe it off.
It's a curse if you do.
Oh God. Am I about to get crucied?
Don't be so crush.
Dude.
Alright.
Well, I'm going to definitely ponder that one. And,
Yeah, what's with the kissing? Is he a fairy prince?
Both of you receive 100 XP.
Woo! Love me some experience. Boy. 1,700 away, fool.
Did you just say boy? You haven't heard that
Boy.
forever.
Boy.
Oh my goodness.
Boy.
I said I was excited on the internet.
Oh shit, you're actually like probably like 1,500 away. Yeah.
Huh?
You're closer to leveling than
You're
he
close
is.
to leveling. I was trying to get to where we were. In
Yeah, I
terms of,
got
like, our experience.
5,450
Yeah.
XP.
We're gonna do Quidditch time, I think. We're just gonna walk straight over because the game was starting this morning, yes?
It is starting pretty soon, yeah.
I need to use the restroom. I announced to the room.
Do it.
Do it.
If you don't mind, I'm going to continue on with him and pretend that your character had to pee as well.
Okay. That works for me.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Alright, cool.
I'll try to pee quickly.
Pee super fast.
Like peas and then like apparates things. We're like,
Apparate the pee away. Ooh, there you go.
Ew.
There's a skill.
That would be very useful and then for other things as well.
Apparate your own bladder and then, like, not do well with that.
just be like Relievo.
Yeah, it's everywhere. You make your way down to the Quidditch pitch, and Franz is quite distracted by the
Is Sarah with us?
kissy kiss. No, she's not.
She went with Aaron.
Yes.
Okay.
But you are alone, going towards the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say anything before arriving at the pitch?
To Franz? No.
He says, strange bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
Most Brits don't even know how to use their lips. Let alone smile. Let alone kiss. Anything.
Right. About that.
Except for each other's asses.
Listen, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Clearly.
But I don't know if you caught the part where he believes that if we weren't there, that he probably wouldn't have woken up in Hogwarts. I think his mind is in other places aside from what you might be thinking.
You do seem to have successfully distracted him away from where his thoughts were, because he seems to change topic and actually says, what do you think is his situation? Do you think that they were trying to recruit him? Do you think they were trying to kill him because his parents did something wrong?
I don't know, but the short answer would be he seemed to refuse them, which tells me he doesn't want a part of that lifestyle, and he doesn't want a part of his parents' lifestyle. Briar, being Slytherin, or being as secretive seeming, or isolated, or as into his studies as he might be, I do believe that there's a lot of good in him. And I think he might be getting a bad rep just for being Slytherin and for his reputation, like he just said.
It would be quite grand if you were correct.
That's what I can hope for.
Perhaps only time will tell.
I agree. I interject back from the bathroom.
Sarah is running behind you and going, God, you didn't even let me wash my hands. You're moving so fast.
John says, wow.
He's covered with water because it's the bathroom.
Shake, 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 shake.
You guys make it to the Quidditch pitch. You enter the Hufflepuff area of the Quidditch pitch. The game begins, and you guys are barely noticing because it's so full of people and noise and cacophony and disease that you guys are wondering, oh my god, is this even enjoyable? And it is. Because Hufflepuff isn't playing, but it's still riveting to watch Ravenclaw get destroyed. Oh, wait a minute. Ravenclaw's suddenly up by 20 points. You're like, Jesus. And Sarah's like, yeah!
Who's the seeker on the Gryffindor team?
Ruby McClue-Clue.
She should get to work.
One more time.
Ruby McClue-Clue.
I go
Mablue
stand up so loud, and I'm like, McClue-Clue! Wow! Get my character would actually thoroughly enjoy Quidditch.
Cameron's like, am I offended? Do I find it funny? I don't know.
Why would you be offended by McClue?
Okay, you had a great sigh, like, oh my god.
You've been having a lot of fun with names lately.
Oh, have you been bouncing names off of Cameron?
No.
Oh, God, that'd be so funny.
Ruben
No.
McCloud of the Clan
Like-
McCloud.
Stole it from a YouTuber.
Oh,
Clue. Oh.
All right.
was that a Jacksepticeye thing? That
Yes.
sounds like a Jacksepticeye thing.
Yeah.
McClue. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Here's a true question for the two of you.
Mm.
Do you have a little bit more in you, or are you okay with ending tonight?
I don't want to end right now. I'm actually pretty into this
I
right now.
could go a little harder. I mean, I could go a little farther.
I'm sorry, what?
I could go
She
farther.
said harder, Tommy. Harder.
I gotta go.
Josh Harder for Congress.
Josh Harder. John Thornwood for president.
You guys are watching. Hold on, let me get
It's
this
pretty,
up.
it's prickly Thornwood, get it?
I could do with some more water though. I'll suck on some ice cubes.
Suck on your Thornwood. Like your mother, Trebek.
It's the sound your mother made last night.
Moo. Celebrity Jeopardy, man.
Oh, that's the best.
What an amazing segment that was. I'm sorry. I'm very distracted to Tommy right now.
Mustard
I can tell he's
is made
in
from
deep thinking
mustard
DM mode
seeds.
right now. Oh, the sound of
No, not what I
spring
wanted.
grassy field.
I do like the music. It's very nice.
Yes.
I was listening to the first.
I like to use
recording.
music a lot in my campaigns, but only for like character themes. He does like more ambient sound,
Yes.
and there's actually like a big distinction between the two of us based on just that reason alone.
And it
I like
sounds-
that.
It sounds really good on the recording so far too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
listened
he
to
has
the
a
first
good
one.
volume. Do you have like your
And it
the
was
volume like
perfect.
preset? Like have it memorized?
Got really lucky so far.
Yeah.
I'm not finding the right thing. Hold
I
on.
meant to listen to the second episode.
It's almost like you've written a lot for this campaign. Weird.
Oh gosh.
What?
I did not mean to do that. Swallowed an ice cube. Oh.
Bro, don't swallow ice cubes. You'll choke and then realize that you have nothing to fear because it would melt. Oh, lovely.
Very, very British monarchy music.
All right. Game is playing.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are seeing the betas beat the beta ball all around the beta waffle qualls. And you guys are seeing the quaffle being thrown hither
What in the
and
Dr.
thither.
Seuss is this? Sorry.
The quaffler and the quaffler wafted like the quaffle and the quaffler quaffed a potion
Cancelled.
of quaffling.
Oh my god. Okay.
Potion of quaffling. New potion.
Okay. You guys are watching the quaffle fly hither and thither, being dropped and thrown and caught and beaten. Foul. No foul. Okay, refoul and throw.
If they foul too much, they get put into the penalty box, and there they will have grenades in them with a fox.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly,
Durmstrang. Oh, sorry.
John starts yowling.
Oh no.
Oh.
What's wrong, John? He senses danger.
Yeah!
There's something going on, guys.
What's Sean doing right now? Oh wait, he's playing. I'm stupid.
Sean
I meant Franz.
Sean is rubbing his bat really thoroughly
Thank you.
as he's like warming up for a good beater beat.
Okay. What's Franz doing? I meant to say.
Franz is gripping the banister like really hard.
Ooh. He's into it.
Watching the game, yeah.
Cool. Like it.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what John's looking at.
He is looking to the right of you, through the crowd, at something.
Do I see anything?
Nope. You see people jumping up and down, using streamers, and streaking sometimes, throwing their popcorn, cursing, placing bets, making out.
Well, I guess I could make my way over there and see what the hell's going on.
John leads the way.
Okay.
I put my hand on Franz's. I put my hand on Franz's.
Francis what?
On Franz's hand.
Oh. Oh, right.
This music.
I think it's beautiful.
It's quite impactful. Your hand holding. You're quite good at it.
Jurassic Park theme is in my head.
And all around you feels like the spell crescendo has been cast about you, and it's quite powerful. Feels like your ears might pop, and you're like, oh god! But really, it's just this booming feeling of camaraderie and friendship, and possibly gay, but also really great friendship expanding to the possible points of romance, but you don't know.
Ooh.
Questionable. Just the way I like it.
Lovely.
Yes. You follow John through the crowd, pushing people aside. Some of them curse at you and call you a Ravenclaw. You gestured down at yourself. The fuck?
Yellow, blue, done.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that. You've already gone out.
I want food.
Hey, Del Cody. Hey, Chief.
Does Cody need to go out again?
He goes out in the morning and at night. I've already walked him for the evening. He's just being greedy.
Okay.
Hey, don't talk, baby. Here's my good boy. Here's my good boy. Give me a cunning check, Jeff, to see if you notice that she's gone.
I actually hope that I fail, but it's a 15.
You do notice, but you choose to not care.
Yeah, thank you. I choose not to care because I'm having a moment with Franz.
Jenny, you follow your cat down into a lower level of the pitch. Down below the bleacher level, I would say.
Nothing good happens
In
under
which
here.
you were hearing a sound of commotion. Give me a cunning check.
Ooh, 18. Yes.
18. You are hearing two boys arguing down below. And you can see the grass from down here. You can see like all the way down where you could enter the pitch from. And there are two Gryffindor boys arguing at each other.
I do this to John. Put a finger to my lips.
John is ignoring you as he is very obviously staring straight at something.
Is it the boys or is it something else, like Mr. Invisible?
Your answer comes in the form of one of the boys being lifted off the ground
Fuck.
from something that you cannot see. The other boy looks stunned, shocked, down at his hands to see if his wand is in his hand. Is in his hands. It's not, and he looks up at his friend and starts shouting for whatever it is to stop.
Am I close enough to cast anything?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try with like the limited spells that I have. I'm gonna use the water one. Right? That's it, sorry. That's the water. See if. Okay. I'm gonna use the Augmenti one, just kind of in the direction of where I think it might be coming from. Whoever's casting this on the person. Just see if it makes it wet and I can see it. Maybe. Okay, I cast Augmenti. Ooh, 3. Shit.
So your first roll or second?
First. The other one hit something.
Roll your second roll.
3.
You were so like, I gotta do something, that you aim downward. Like, shit! And water just drizzles out like a steady stream of pee.
That's disgusting. Alright, well.
Also hilarious.
I say minor action. You there! Put that lad down!
Minor action.
I'm a very brave Hufflepuff.
The boy on the ground continues to shout, not thinking to use his wand. The other boy does not break free from the grip. And the whatever it is lifts the boy even higher.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Can I minor action a call to the...
Your minor action was
Oh,
already to shout at
okay.
the thing.
Damn it. So, encourage the...
Do I hear any commotion that sounds out of place?
Not over the sound of the pitch.
That's what I imagined. So I'm still enjoying the game with Franz. Like,
Oh, can John have a turn?
Yes.
Excellent.
John runs away.
No!
But
Oh.
you notice in the corner of his eye, he looks up at you, down at it, behind you, and then runs off back upstairs.
Okay.
Ooh.
Maybe he's going to get you. Smart boy.
Your turn.
Alright, I'm going to try to cast Augmenti again. 9.
Snine?
9.
Roll again.
8.
It casts.
Ah, excellent. That's so good. I'm so glad. Cool. What? Oh, it's a 1d4 thing, right? Okay. 1 plus half magic is 2. It's 3. 3 damage.
Regardless of the damage amount, you are very aware that you can now see a form
Oh, good. That was the point.
in the middle of the grass. You see the wet, sort of silhouette form of a head, and then cascading down to the shoulders. And based on how the water clings, there is hair, like the body consisting of a large mass of hair all over this thing.
Oh, so it's not human. Well, that's interesting. Can I minor action just encourage the other person who's not doing anything to help?
Yes.
Like, say something nice to him, like, hey, buddy, I know you're freaked out, but I could use some help, please.
Nice.
would be pretty cool if you used that wand.
They-
There.
We're
They
wizards,
pull-
hey?
They pull out their wand, put their wand directly against the approximation of where this thing's back or stomach is, and cast a stinging hex, and it does cause damage. Oops.
Excellent.
Where's my stinging hex? Where's my stinging hex? Right by a flipendo. Where's my stinging hex? God, I wish my computer wasn't moving like this. A verite statum. There we go. A verite statum.
Better.
It does damage. And at the same time, because it was caused damage on two fronts, and now it's wet, and it's like, dude, it drops the other boy, and the boy
Ooh.
catches himself roughly on his feet and balances with one hand,
Thank
and he's
God.
fine.
Oh my god, that's the other thing.
John, roll a dex check for John, please.
That could have been bad. I didn't think about him falling and hurting himself. Ooh, 2. But I have
He's
6.
having a hard time getting through the people, but he's yowling. Give me a cunning check.
Oh, poor John. He's such a good boy. He's trying to get help.
He's the bestest boy. 5
You don't care.
No.
cats. Measles.
I use my mind thought speak powers to try to reach you.
You see the boy who cast the stinging hex get flung back by something hitting him across the face.
Shit.
And he's on the ground. And you see the grass imprints move towards you. It is your turn.
I cast Flipendo on that bitch. At 18.
Okay, that's a crit for you. What is crit damage for you?
That's a good question.
Sweet.
It'd be full magic is 4, and then what else am I adding to it? Sorry.
What is Flipendo's damage?
Magic. It is half magic.
So full magic is 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't I add stuff to that? Or no?
Is there a die roll associated with it?
No, it's just equal to half magic. Flipendo's a very good beginner level spell,
Okay.
but just at a beginner level.
I wasn't supposed to add magic or willpower to it or anything.
It has this much damage on it. Alright.
Okay.
Boy stands up. other boy goes, "Not my friend, you piece of shit! Fuck you!"
Oh, did it
And
cause him
says-
to stagger? I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Did it cause him to stagger?
No.
That's the chance. To
Oh,
do that.
Flipendo.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. You see the imprint go forward and then, like, back one.
Sick.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fuck. Alright. It has 15 damage on it. John, roll a dex check.
4.
He gets to you. And there is suddenly a claw in your shin.
Ah! Franz! Oh.
And
Okay.
he lets go, starts trotting away, looks back at you, and yells again.
Franz, let's go.
Wow!
Oh my good boy.
No, I'm like, Franz, I'm running. I'm
Wow.
urging
He's
Franz to
such
come
a
with
good
me.
boy. I
Franz
love my
goes,
boy.
"Oh, wow. Oh, yeah."
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys are running.
But you're running with big sticks. Like, dirt
You're
sticks.
actually running slow motion. You're moving like Moana in that final song with Moana, but she's singing at normal pace. Cameron pointed that out. I found that so fucking funny. That she's moving, it's like slow motion pace. But this does not define you. It's like, so she's singing super fast?
Oh yeah.
Or is she intentionally moving like a slug? Which one's real? Which one's right? Anyway, you guys make it
I need to watch
because
it again.
you're
Get
because you're
back to you.
humans. You guys make it downstairs very fast because you realize something's wrong. Where's Erin, dear God? And you see Erin pointing her wand down at a wet figure in the grass. You see a Gryffindor third year on the ground. You see another third year casting a green hex at this thing. What do you do?
This is a predicament. We actually have a turn right now?
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
sorry.
I was like, we got
No.
fast.
No, sorry. You have arrived.
I've
Jenny.
arrived.
You get a turn.
Do I see him arrive yet?
No.
Okay. I'm going to cast Flipendo again. With a 1.
You spell burn.
Oh,
Oh!
it's the worst.
God, no.
Alright. That Gryffindor stands up. The friend miscasts. The creature takes 2 more steps forward, and then you lose sight of it. Because then there's a bang on the barricade of the staircase that you've been going down,
The
and
barricade.
it's on the barrier with you, and it roars in your face. Aaron roars in your face.
Well, fuck.
Jeff, it's your turn.
So the roaring in Aaron's face, do I actually
You hear it
hear it, but I
coming
can't see
straight
it?
from in front of her. I will say that you can see the wetness in the middle of the air from its clinging fur, and you know that something's likely right there.
Do I?
Lord check. Do I know what it is? Sorry, Jeff. 12.
No.
I can tell it has hair.
Based on how her Augmenti spell left watermarks and clinging in the way that long hair would.
I cast Incendio. That's... 6 plus 5. 11. For the dex. And then a crit.
Wow. Crit Incendio.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4 burning damage.
Okay.
So a total of 8 damage.
Woo. Franz. Confundus! And he casts wildly, but manages to hit the back of the thing's head with a confusion spell,
Great.
dealing 0 damage. Jenny, your turn.
Well,
And then you hear, Aaron! Use Augmenti again!
from where?
From up the stairs yonder, just behind your other boyfriends.
My boyfriend.
Boy friends.
Okay, Augmenti! Oh, 6. Bloody hell.
Okay, cast again.
Plus 6. 3.
What's your spell failure?
I think 3
1
fails.
1 to 3.
1 to 3?
I don't
Okay,
know
so it
what
will
that
fail.
means, but, oh, fucking A.
You
That's
hear,
good though, because he would have put out the fire.
you hear Sarah say, "Damn it!"
It's okay, Sarah. I'm fine.
No, you ruined my plan.
You want to help? Bitch.
I'm trying to, cunt.
Oh,
You can't say that!
See, people in Europe say that all the time.
You what?
Some people in Europe say that all the time.
They do. They
Fine.
use it a lot more than we do.
Totally fine.
All right.
Doesn't make it fine here, but I see your point.
All right.
my aunt's ex used to say that. An excuse
Can't
for
really
calling her
blame
that all
them,
the
but the
time.
other Gryffindors are starting to retreat away from this
Ouch.
fight.
Oh, brave. Brave. So brave.
Does still have minor action?
Yeah.
I do. I'm going to urge the one closest to me to stay and help, and the one furthest from me to get help.
That's actually perfect because the one that you're talking to was not picked up by the thing. The one you're telling to go was picked up by the thing.
Great.
So, okay. Cunning check to both.
An 18 and a 15.
You convinced both of them. Yeah.
Heart of Gryffindor, bitch. No.
Yeah.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Okay. And then now the creature. Yeesh. Okay. So it will still attack to fight its confunduses, but not know what it's attacking. I will say that it will wildly scoop, trying to get Jenny's head. It misses and will fall onto the stairs and grab your ankle and pull.
Huh. Can I try to move her away from
Constitution check.
7 plus 2, I believe. Oh, I put 6 in the Constitution. Holy crap. So, 13.
You stay put.
Woo!
Surprisingly. You stay rigid on the wooden stairs of the Quidditch pitch. And Franz even even holds you tight by the shoulders and goes, "No, no!" Uh-oh. All right.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Jeff, it's your turn.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, damage on you. Whoops. You are dealt 7 damage.
Ow.
And you feel
From the
the
scooping?
distinct feeling of claws
Ouch.
jabbing into your ankle, your left ankle.
I'm like, ow!
Yeah.
How is Aaron looking?
You have not been hurt at all. Aaron has not been hurt at all.
How about
That's
my
good.
fellow third year?
My fellow third
The third year was beat across the face, and so it has a welt on the side of his head.
I'm going to cast a Pisky on the third year's face. Not one. No, I don't. I actually curse loudly,
That will be a mana burn.
Cursing loudly is mana burn.
and then I'm going to cast Ferula on his face. Alright, I do nothing this turn except for burn 4 MP.
Okay.
I sure love the idea of this Briar character. I'm used to myself. As myself, not my character. So I never liked the thought of, oh, the Slytherins are bad.
This is actually perfect. I didn't even mean for this to be a thing. The spells that I picked for Franz are actually coming out to be quite handy. He casts Relatio, and your ankle is released from the creature.
Hey.
It left not much damage, but there is a 2 damage after effect. Your burning damage did tick.
Good.
So this thing now has 25 damage on it.
Did you say the two damage after effect on me?
No, on the thing.
Okay.
Your turn.
Is Periculum a major action?
Yes.
Okay. Can I do another lore check?
Yes.
Excellent. What is this thing? 14!
Oh,
Plus
plus the
6.
6 is a 20. So I won't say that you know full well However, you're starting to put it together because you realize that you look down at your friend's ankle now and it's bleeding, meaning you are deducing that it has something sharp on it to cause harm besides its maw. If it can turn invisible, that means that it likely has some sort of magical properties akin to a demiguise. You also know that a demiguise, as said by Professor Grubblyplank, can create children with other races in a way that others cannot. Meaning this is likely half demiguise, whatever this thing is, mixed with something feral. But you still don't know what it is.
Gee, I wish I had tame.
No.
Yes! Okay, I'm
As
just
a spell, it'd be
musing.
called Tame.
That's your name.
I know.
Tommy.
So the Japanese version of your name, Tome.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Tame.
Tome.
Okay. So I'm gonna just do my Argumenti again. 20. Whoosh!
Luckily, it puts out the fire, but in a good way. What is the full weapon damage for that? It's a D4 plus magic?
Yeah, I think it's D4 plus half magic.
You know, I'm going to make an executive decision right now. Let's increase Augmenti's roll to 1d4 plus full magic.
Wow. A little bufferoonie there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8.
So plus another half magic. So 4 plus
2.
4 plus 2 is 10.
Sick.
You drench it in magical water, and then suddenly you hear your friend from the top of the stairs shout, "Babelius!" 11. And a 2. It goes high and lights the tapestries along the edges of the Quidditch pitch aflame.
Oh no.
She's like, "Shit!"
Fiend fire!
Oh wait, no. Sorry. That was the willpower, which means the dex roll was right, but the willpower was wrong, so I'm gonna say it goes short. That makes more sense. So she goes, "Babelius!" Shit!
Couldn't will the spell into existence.
Yes. The Gryffindor goes, Stinging Hex. Another blank damage. The creature, still confundisted, still confused, which means it will backflip off the stairs and kind of do this. You won't see it, but it looks like it's spinning, maybe? And the Gryffindor has to try to dodge an attack. He dodges the attack. You are getting the impression based off... It will snap out of confusion right now. Mm-hmm. You will get the impression based off of its movements that it's going to try to flee.
Well, I'm gonna colosh you it,
Jeff, it's your
but
turn.
it's not my turn.
I like the pronunciation. It's close.
Cloche.
I'm gonna colosh it.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Cloche
To
it.
try and flee.
Just
I'm
some
gonna
red French.
cast Incendio on it.
That hard Q sounds kind of rare in French. So that makes more sense.
Incendio.
How could I know? I just
9
think
plus
language is
5 is
fun.
14. And then 14 plus 6 is 20.
Cast.
Come on, big 4. Big 1. There we go. 1 burning damage. Eat that, you prick. And then I'm going to cast Episky on the third year's face again, because his face is deserving of attention, and I rolled an 18. Isn't that amazing? And then a 17, which neither are a crit for me, unless if crit range goes into the dex roll as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I crit on an 18 based on willpower, so does that actually affect like the dex roll as well? So
Oh, I see what you're saying. I apologize.
Excuse
That
me,
would just
sorry.
affect the second roll.
yeah, okay, so it is not a crit, but it's damn close to being a crit. I'm proud of that cast. And I heal his stupid face for 1.
Happy for you.
The welt goes down a little.
I'm so happy to hear
He's
that.
like,
I'm just burning through MP here again, because that's what I always do every game. MP is so crucial in my
Yeah,
freaking
I
game.
forgot to ask about if we went to full, actually, before all this shit started.
We rested in the hospital wing and had breakfast. We're full. We're full.
Oh,
Safe
shit.
to say, we're full.
Franz slashes through the air and casts a spell that was used on him. Defendo.
Oh, he has Defendo?
He's learned it.
When?
Causing...
Just chill. Chillax.
Its blood dribbles heavily onto the grass.
What color?
Red. And it's actually surprising how deep this cut seems to be, because this like strip of color just appears in midair. And then it's like static fizzles into existence in the form of a figure. Before it vanishes again, then reappears and vanishes. It's like it's glitching suddenly.
Yeah, he's in pain and he's not
This thing,
able to.
from the small glimpses that you can see, is similar to a Bigfoot, where it's very long-haired, 7 feet tall, easy.
Is it still
Oh,
invisible?
shit.
Though?
It's becoming visible, then re-invisible, visible, then
okay.
It's hurt,
re-invisible.
so it's affecting its ability to do
yeah.
that.
And it's like, it's staggering, like arms wide, and it's very lengthy and long in a lot of different ways, and you can see its bloody claws from your own leg. And you can see the gash that Franz has made in its chest.
What did it mate with? My goodness. I don't really want to kill this thing.
It is your
Have
turn.
to.
You can tell from all your experience on the farm, it is not long for this world,
I don't know. But it's still attacking
even
us.
even
huh?
if you leave it on its own.
That sucks. Oh no. Maybe I should try to kill it. Put it out of its misery. Shit. I don't have anything that would do that though. I guess I'm just gonna...
You could wash it away.
What? I could, oh god, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just flipendo it. 15.
Again,
9.
you masterfully do the simple incantation movements of Flipendo, point directly for the chest cavity that was made by Franz, and can see its lungs do a surging away from its chest as the Flipendo causes a burst in the heart. And creature falls to its back
Oh, sad.
and it becomes fully visible. And you notice almost immediately that its body, its form, is very similar to either a demiguise that's been stretched or like a ghoul. And a ghoul is a practically harmless creature that just likes to make a lot of noise and hide in attics.
Right.
This thing, you will have one more chance to do a lore check
Yes.
with advantage.
3. Damn it.
You do not know really what this is, but you know with quite a bit of confidence it came from some sort of ghoul and demiguise mating.
Ew. That's sad.
You're not sure if this is a unique creature
Mm-hmm.
or if there are possibly multiple of them. You're not sure.
Is it dead?
It is dead. Definitely.
That's sad.
Inappropriate music.
Inappropriate music.
And just above you, you hear the school cheering like crazy. And you gather that whoever won.
Sporting.
And you're like, cool. Nobody knows what we just did down here.
I'm sad. I didn't...
Curriculum. Shooting sparks out.
Now everyone's gonna know.
And your curriculum mixes with other curriculums cast by other students in
Ugh.
celebration of the victory.
I cast mine a different color.
Curriculums are all red.
Verdilius.
That one.
You hear
I cast Verdilius. 19.
You hear someone say, "Who the fuck's celebrating Slytherin? Who the fuck's doing that?
Green good, red bad.
Who said that?"
Hamstring again.
Franz puts up a hand and says, "Do we really want people to see us here with this thing?"
No, we should get the fuck out of here.
We need to draw attention to it.
Yes, and that people will find it, but do we want to be found with it?
Right, Miss McGonagall will say, why is it always you three?
There's 4 of us!
Why is it always you
I
four?
don't typically like to hide the truth.
Oh god, this guy has moral compass again.
Cheaty, nobody likes moral professors. Alright.
Fine, I'll stick around. You guys go ahead and leave. Enjoy the rest of your day.
No, I
went
will
to stick
stay
with my-
you.
I'm not leaving you
I'm
behind.
Gryffindor
you.
companion.
I'm not
Jackass.
leaving you behind.
Great.
You're my friend. You came to my rescue. John, I forgot to have you take turns. I give him big hugs and cuddles for helping me and
He
having all my friends come help me.
purrs thickly.
Good boy.
Y'all receive 450 XP.
Thickly.
Yeah, like big, thick, robust purrs. You know? That's what it sounds like. Have you ever heard like a really robust cat purr?
Oh, I have
Only-
a robust cat.
Only he's like big. He's a
Dude,
bigger cat.
Dude, my cat Neil. Oh, man.
Bro.
Fucking purrs like with his mouth open because he's a dirty mouth breather. Just like.
Aww. Kios aren't very big. But in the past, I had some cats that could do some big ones.
Filthy cat that is.
I love your side comments that you made the other day of Keo knows that you're on a Zoom meeting and so starts yowling.
She does have to mute. It's like, meow! Like, how dare you talk to anyone about me? I'm hungry, I'm starving, there's a one poo in my box, and Mom!
Dude.
I have to, like, pick her up now and be like, oh, she never used to let me do that. Oh,
Unless
Yeah,
there's
now
something,
she cares.
darling.
unless there's something specific you want to do after the poor Ghoulgeist dies.
It actually has a name, but you guys just don't know it yet. But yes.
Demi Ghoul.
Can I do an after the fact lore check? Because I'm.
No.
And after the fact. Unless there's something specific you want to do, I'm totally cool with
Can you
stopping
tell
the
me-
recording here.
I'm at a good point now, too. You guys will find out next session.
Okay. Because you
Find
can
out
tell
what next
me.
session?
But you can still make it so that Aaron
You will
doesn't
find
know.
out the name of this thing next session.
Okay. The teacher's gonna come and be like, oh, you've killed a.
Oh, you killed a Demi Ghoulgeist. That's so wonderful, oofly
A
of you.
culture pickle, peck to pick your peckers.
What?
Look at this combobulated pickle pepper.
Peter Piper.
Hagrid, are you alright?
Hagrid.
Comes lumbering up.
Hagrid.
What are you
Hagrid
kids doing?
should not have said that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That's a Demi guys.
I got this off a pub last week.
Alright, stop recording, yes? Are you going to do your bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Can my character be like